kind of one of my favourite airplanes to fly. You'll find it's a little bit very susceptible to part-induced oscillation on final. Especially as you get lower in the speed regime, it tends to be very laggy on your control inputs.
Oh, okay.
And that's not computer lag, that's aeroplane lag.
So it really happens, doesn't it?
Yep.
Interesting.
It's because of that tiny wing. There's not much, it's a highly loaded wing. Then you've got those massive six-bladed propellers all going in the same direction.
Yeah, I believe, like, because when you work with QantasLink, I used to have a fair few nose gear fires.
Yep.
And he was telling me one day, he said one day we had an engine half power out or whatever it's called.
Yep.
It was only just being able to get half the engine. He said the other one could power it straight up. No worries, it's that open power, Dash 8's that open power.
Yep.
And I was saying, oh, don't tell me this stuff, because if I ever fly on one and stuff happens, I'll be coming back to you. Now he flies for I don't know if you ever heard of an airline called Network.
Network Aviation? Yep.
Flies Fokker 100s for them.
Indeed.
So they're even dodgier. There's a guy over in Japan, but he flies he's a doctor, he flies his, hang on, Melbourne Snowy Centre. Snowy Centre asked if we can support 1001.
Okay. I'll do that for you.
Sweet. I'll put my headset on. I can't see his frequency, that's all.
Yeah, he probably hasn't set his primary yet properly.
Should I tell him that?
Yeah.
Hey mate, you haven't seen your primary, is that what I say?
Oh, we can't tune to you on voice or something like that. That's Nick Falcone. Yeah, he hasn't said it yet, and he's probably had too many things to drink.
Oh, is he one of? There was another guy called Skinner Goodwin, I think his name was.
Yep, Darwin guy.
252, sweet. So you want?
He's in there. Cool. You want to do that or me? Racer.
Yeah, there you go.
125. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. You got 1228 set. There you go.
You want me to contact you?
Yeah, go for it.
2282. That's us.
Actually, I'm the pilot not flying. I'm the pilot not flying, I should be the one doing it. Should know.
Oh, sweet. Do you want me to contact him?
Want me to?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go for it. Killing 2282 with you, flight level 230.
Killing 2282 descend to 9000 QNH 1021. Expect the RNC approach runway 34. Killing 2282, do you copy?
Do you want to start recording for proper descent or just the approach on easy?
He's given us a RNAV. You want to do that or request a visual?
Do you want? Can I request visual? Is that alright?
Yep, that's cool.
I'll request that.
I'll do it. QantasLink 2282, if we can, request the visual approach runway 34 via the Victor arrival.
22, sorry, say again.
2282, if we can, request a visual approach runway 34 with the Warren Victor approach.
QantasLink 2282, Roger, you can expect the visual runway 34.
Visual 34, QantasLink 2282, thank you. And we got it.
Sweet. So we're nearing top of set now. It's like.
Indeed. I think I've got my Skype set up so that when I press my push to talk, it mutes. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can't hear anything when you say that, so it's set up well.
That's good. Otherwise it sounds weird. You can hear me on the frequency and in Skype.
It's all good.
There's the VNAV solution.
Yep.
I'll arm that for you. VNAV is armed.
It's just popped up on the right hand side.
Cool.
Looks like we've got a fair bit of cloud cover up ahead.
Just a little bit. It's okay over the airfield though.
Yeah, we'll just descend through, that should be right. Looks quite high.
Yep. It looks like it's mostly covering Western Port rather than actually Melbourne itself.
Yeah, little breeze through it.
Probably only extends about as far as Moorabbin. Possibly to the city. Certainly not north of the city. I'm assuming you're using Active Sky?
Yeah, active strong.
Cool.
Does the job good.
When that VNAV solution comes down and we start descending, you probably need to manually reduce the throttle a little.
Yep, for sure. Right. Yeah, you're right about that. You can only arm the VNAV, what is it, about 15
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qatar 908, descending through flight level 300.
Just 990, good evening, sorry, say again your location.
Melbourne Centre, Qatar 908, just passing Kulin next to Taral.
Just that one.
Sorry, 908's come a long way.
Qatar 908, descend to, correction, when ready, descend flight level 210, stand by for your start.
Descend flight level 210, stand by for start, Qatar 908.
VNAV descent.
It's coming back a bit now.
I'll probably drift that airspeed up to about 250 if you got it. Okay, let's talk about the approach. Obviously all the one flying, so we'll flight down, I'll do any radios and manipulation of MCP if you want that.
Yep.
We'll have the gear in the flaps as well, and actually, do you want to do the RPM, prop RPM? I can do that if you want.
Yeah, we should be able to handle it up if it was.
Cool. And I'll probably do a reduced NTOP, which gives you that, quieter approach.
Yeah, no worries. So it's not howling in my ear.
Yep. Once we do land on the runway,
Ready to copy start.
Yep.
cool. Once we land on the runway, I'll hit the flight controls.
Sorry, 908.
Not the actual yoke or anything like that, but just the steering tiller.
Yep, sure.
I'll let you know when that happens, and after that you can release the throttle to me.
2 right, hold landing from 834 left. Sorry, 908.
Until I say that though, steering is yours with the rudder pedals.
Sounds good. Control.
The thing is, with the rudder pedals you only have, I think, 8 degrees of motion on the nose rail. That's not
Yeah.
very much.
Qatar 908, descend to 9000, QNH 1024.
After landing, you're the one on the
Descend
radios.
altitude 9000, QNH
worries, I'll take
1024. Sorry, 908.
Letting that speed creep up a little bit now. Kept it about 250 so we wanted.
Yep, that's about right.
Sounds good.
And once you get down below 10,000 feet, get it down about 240 or less.
Yep, so we just don't bust that 250.
Yep.
You can even ask for a high speed descent if you wanted one, unless you just wanted to keep it below 250.
Yeah, 250 is fine. Airplane starts to complain at below 10,000 because that VS speed comes down to 250.
Yeah, no worries.
By the time we get to about 8,500, it's going meep, meep, meep.
That's alright.
I'll do a checklist. So, descent checklist pressurization has already been set. GPWS flap, I have 15. And I have set the approach speeds 122 for your V. That's a VREF speed actually. And 111 is the go around speed, so if you get to 111 knots, it's an automatic go around and I'll jump the throttle sword way.
Sweet.
And we'll call minimum 500.
No worries, not established yet. Get around for another attempt, I suppose.
Indeed. It's a good old visual approach minimum thing.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, it's not so much established because it's a fairly tight turn, but we want to be fully configured, probably at sheed, and then just carry it around.
Bring it around. Yep, sweet. So we'll overfly us and make that 2,500.
Yep.
Above, turn right. Join the extender center on 3-4.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully she doesn't feel too plasticky for you. She does tend to float around, I noticed in the lateral.
Yeah, no, it'll be good to see how it goes with the Dash 8.
Yep.
Like heavies. You're right. It'll challenge me, that's for sure.
Indeed. There's only 2 aircraft that I've ever flown that feel like that, and the other one is the PSX, like the Aerowings simulator 747.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same.
That one feels a bit like that as well. Which makes sense when you got 400 tons on you.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Yarra River straight ahead.
I've just got a bit of cloud cover up in front of me at the moment.
282, descend to 5000.
Down to 5,000, killing 282.
Cleared 5,000.
5,000 set and selected. You got a pitch hold. Let's see if we want to be. Go back to Vina.
908, contact City approach 124.49.
Pitch
Order
hold.
to approach
Is that just gonna do its
124.4,
own
many
video,
taxi
or
service tonight. Confirming 908.
Say again, sorry?
with the pitch hold, looks like we're a bit higher.
Yeah. Let's get it on now. Oh yeah, yes mode. That'll just hold the speed that we get. My sim is lagging behind slightly. It's probably getting the multiplayer traffic. There it is. Back in.
Yeah, mine's lagging a bit too. Passing 1,000 feet.
10,000. Lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. And altimeter 20, so again 1021.
Sounds about right. I was going to say, I think we're in Australia.
20 what?
Yeah.
Go back to the United States.
Yeah. We both flew in there today, so the American's out for now.
There's a lot of America coming up next weekend, I think it is.
Light Up America, is that?
No, there's a big like a whole bunch of American events on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday.
that'd be interesting, actually. I like when you get given clearance, they say, I'll climb via the city except maintain 5,000 or 1,000.
Yep, if they don't give you anything at all.
Yeah.
It's cleared by the SID.
I think once I was told to do a canorized climb or something.
Canarsie climb, yeah.
Yeah.
Down to 3,000 and look at QantasLink 2022. So since I am visual, you'll have to report when you are.
Yeah, no, I'm not visual yet, I'm just going through the clouds.
You sure you're on real time?
Real time?
Yep.
Yeah, on real time, on real weather too.
I sometimes find mine drops off real time if I let the internet die at some point.
I'll just give it another crack.
Yep. Just make sure. Like you just open the thing and look at the bottom, it should say real time live mode.
Real time, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it's downloaded weather, it was on accidentally, so.
Yep. Mine often goes into offline mode just randomly without me even noticing it because my internet drops off for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's probably what's happened. Oh, that's happened to mine then, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm visual now. Looks like I've just got S straight up ahead.
Yep, that's us. And I'll call up visual. QantasLink 2282 is visual.
282, descend to 2,500 from Sheed, visual approach runway 34.
And 2,500 and clear the visual approach runway 34 from Shade. QantasLink 2282. 25 set.
Sweet.
Probably want to bring your throttle down as far as you can go without it going wheel, like that. Yep. And I'll drop the speed as well.
It says we've got ice detectors.
It's a bit strange. Is that 5 knots to the final approach speed?
Yeah,
Bucket.
try and make the same.
Indeed. I'll chuck the heading select on the runway heading.
Sweet.
And if you can see that Akasi or whatever, Asuki final waypoint.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much want to be in the turn from there. Got the runway off to your right there?
Yeah.
Cool. Possibly a little high. You might want to configure early if you want.
Yeah, sweet. Take flaps 1 now.
Flaps 1, want the gear 2?
I'll take fingers.
And again.
What approach speed are we going to fly today?
122 is your VREF. Probably go 127-ish. We're in the VNAV profile, you're all good. And you'll want to continue that descent now. So go off, autopilot off and start flying. Aeroplane, altitude will be set to 3,000 if the go is required. 4,000 Indeed. Let's keep that throttle up slightly. 134, clear to land. Kilo 22.
Shot that a bit.
1,000. That's alright. Props are set. Only go down 3 green and flap 15.
100. Minimums.
Set. That's fine. Long runway.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Not bad.
Nice. Shot that set line again on final.
80 knots, my controls. You have the radios.
We are making it
On the high speed.
Just let him know we're making on high speed.
Yeah, or we can even call it whatever that taxiway number is. What is that? Should remember this, but I don't. Foxtrot.
We're taxing to domestic.
Yep.
Melbourne, Q-Link 2282 vacant on Foxtrot, request taxi to domestic. Taxi to Q-Link 2282.
Go. Flaps up.
Thumbs up. Go, thumbs up.
And you can run that after landing checklist.
Yep. Okay. Landing control lock on. Which light's red? Okay. Flex zero with the radars.
Pass protection, I had it on. Just make sure that's off now.
Top right at the moment. Fuel pumps off. Right, taxi. Pass protection off. Main bus light.
That's one just above my head. I'll grab it. Yep. Main bus tire's tight.
Your damn power was Is it above your head too, Trent?
No, that's forward. It's on the MCP. Or FCU, as they probably call it. Next to your nav source, right there. I'll flash it on and off there. Got it?
You got it?
Yep.
Sorry.
It's nice that Jetstar have vacated the area that QLink use. They don't have to share it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's QLink's only now, isn't it?
Yep. Jetstar's over at the terminal that doesn't exist in this scenery, unfortunately. Tarmac's there, so you can still park in the right place. Just don't have a building.
On the correct place. It'll be good when they release version 3 in Melbourne.
Yep. Hopefully they fix up all these blurry things that happen.
You can change view and it'll just go all blurry again and you're like, alright.
Yeah.
Sort of stay in the middle of the whole concreted area because I don't really know what the taxiway marking is.
Just like sit there and go, oh, where are we going?
Yeah.
Ah, I should have gone there. Let's go there.
The thing about the dash, you can maneuver it almost anywhere.
Yeah, it turns on a dime, as long as you're going slow enough.
That's it.
All these people who complain that it can't turn and then like taxiing around at 30 knots, it's like, yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I sort of surprised myself there with that landing.
Yeah.
Sort of had to correct a bit and then overshot, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, everyone overshoots Lizzie or Warren or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
You almost have to start thinking about your turn at Sheed. It's like Sheed, everything's ready and let's start turning.
That's it. Nice approach though over there.
Yep. I like standing on my train station at Chicana and watching them do that approach. I can see most of the approach from my train station because it's up high.
Awesome. So you're around that area then, I suppose?
Yep. Pretty much on base runway 35 at Essendon.
Awesome.
Pretty much every twin that goes overhead is almost directly over my house.
Oh, I can't complain there.
Yep. I'm a little bit short away from base. If you're on a single, they tend to be a little bit further into the airport.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're parking at gate 28.
Indeed. See the gates with the jet bridges down there? Just to our right-hand side?
Oh, yep.
When Jetstar was using this section, they used to park Dash 8s outside of those jet bridges and not use those jet bridges at all.
Oh, it's a bit of a waste.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But at least now they've got 717s using those things, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to see 717 parked up at a jet bridge.
Yeah. Okay, parking braker's on. We'll do the funky little... Have you heard about the shutdown procedure on these things?
Nah, I haven't.
Cool. You bring it to start and feather, and you hold it there for 30 seconds. That cools the engine down.
Oh, okay.
And while you're sitting there. I normally, you can either turn on the APU or get connected to ground power or whatever while that's happening. The other option is to just shut down stuff, so like get rid of radios and transponder and stuff.
Yeah, well, we might do that then.
Yep. And once you hit that 30-second mark, only now can you turn off the, like, pull up to idle to cut off, which we'll do now. And then you play whack-a-mole with all these warnings that come up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to call it whack-a-mole.
There we go. Left one, right one, left one again, right one again. Left one again.
Going everywhere tonight.
Right one again.
Yeah.
And the left one again.
Right one.
Red light is off. Anything up here that I need? No. Let's get on the ground power. You'll see that the FMS has just come up automatically with its times. That's your raycast times.
Was that how long we were flying for?
Yep, 57 minutes.
And you know what? I planned 56. So I don't know if I'm just a mind reader or. So we did it.
Indeed. So go into the services, you can request the GPU. That'll pop up into existence like magic. Bing! And then we'll turn the external power on.
Sweet.
Open some doors, get the passengers out. Of course, opening doors also makes more warnings pop up.
Yeah. That's it.
And I'll just go into the door mode on my forward screen here. You can see the doors and around.
Sweet.
So that was pretty cool.
Trent, that was awesome, mate. Thanks very much for that.
Indeed. It'd be nice to do that in Milk Run or something. But then again, we need like Canberra to come online to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, no, you don't really want to take it from Melbourne and Sydney.
Indeed. It's a pity that there weren't more CTAFs down south that were like, Q-Link destinations.
That's it too, like, I wouldn't mind to have some.
I guess there's Wagga, but there's no scenery with that.
Isn't there Wagga?
There's-
Warbeck?